Captain Insano shows no mercy.
Straight cash, homie.
Hold on to your butts.
What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Basement Monsters podcast. Halftime, Bears and the Tennessee Titans. Tennessee up 10-0 on the Chicago Bears, and the Chicago Bears look like they have nothing going. This offensive line, I mean, it is what it is. It is what it was, but it always was what it was. You know what I'm saying? if you can keep up with that, it always has been bad. It's not getting better. It's not getting better now, even with the replacement guys, especially with the replacement guys. And they got nothing. It seems like they can't find a rhythm. I mean, that's been the whole MO of the season. They can't find a rhythm. And they're not finding it here today. The run has been absolutely non-existent. They hit a couple big plays, and I said the challenge, you're going to have to challenge them, find a way to challenge them. And they got the pocket rolling like Luke had mentioned, and then all of a sudden they went away from it.
Yeah, back to flat-footed passing.
Mm-hmm.
You know, with the shoddy line, put those guys in motion. Let's get them, you know, rolling to a side. Because you 86 a blitzer. When your line is shifting, a guy thinks he has a hole to come for the blitz. You shift, you close that off.
You make up for that ground. You're adjusting to your players.
Exactly.
Your players on the offensive line aren't great right now. They haven't been great all season. Mm-hmm. So this is the first time we actually seen Matt Nagy help them and adjust. How the hell do you go away from that? You finally got some rhythm. You finally got something going, and then you all of a sudden, let's go back to sit in the pocket and throw the ball with slow-ass Nick Foles. Nick Foles can throw from the pocket if he has somebody, or if he has a line to protect them, but he's not doing it now. And to be honest, they're just starting to get the running game going with Derrick Henry.
Yeah, and they've established a run like late in the game. I mean, for the most part, I think watching this game, you start, you know, right off the top, that first Bears drive, it looked like something promising for them. Like, hey, Chicago has something going on here. But then Tennessee's defense figured them out on that fourth down, and Bears football went with Bears football. Perfect time to, you know, switch it up, you know, kind of trick that defense a little bit. But no, that Titans defense figured out that, you know, that call, and that drive right there, I feel like that was, you know, definitely a killer in that first half, because it looked promising. It started off promising, but then it just went into that mode.
And you know what? You're absolutely right. And to me, the scheme was bad on that run call. Again, you got motion. You got wait. You got all these guys. Like, you got Cordero running over here. You got David Montgomery in the backfield. They know that play. I talked about that play where David Montgomery is pretty much a fullback slot. He's an up back. He's right in the quarterback's right hip. All right, he's right there. Maybe a couple of yards, 2-3 yards away from him. And he's like in a fullback slot, so it's a quick dive, boom, turn and go. They mixed in a motion to try to get the line to shift. They didn't bite. You have to get a bad offensive line going forward, not trying to do all these gadget shit. They're not that good. They're not that acclimated with each other. You cannot do too much in a game where you don't have the talent to do that much.
I mean, yeah, it's a back to basics. You know, it's a back to basics thing. You
keep it simple, stupid.
You got a hobnob offensive line. Like, these guys have grown up. They've played football their whole lives. They've been playing this position. You know what they do ever since then? They go forward. But you get your offensive line, your starting offensive line, everybody's healthy. Then, those guys know the dynamics of shifting line, who I need to protect. But now you're talking with second stringers. These guys you shouldn't be using them as your offensive line. Like, these are guys that are, you know, they're the practice squad. They're whoever.
They benefit
go forward.
They
You're
benefited
right. 100% right. Go forward
on a play where it's right there. This is it. Here to here. Mm-hmm. Why the hell do I want to fucking even think about mixing in anybody else with the guy I want? Stack the line. Stack where you want to go. Even if you're telling them where you want to go. Make sure that you strengthen that side of the line and you go forward with the running back. And you make sure you tell David Montgomery. And I'm sure if you break it down to him, hey, David, go forward no matter what. David's going to go forward instead of going backwards. The reason he got hit in the backfield was because they tried to move the line. They tried to do some type of inside running. It was weird. It was weird. It just got blown up. The guy got blown up the play got blown up in the backfield. David had no chance. And it's just for me, if you have a lack of talent, do the best. What's the best thing you could do? Just do some overstrength. They got overstrength. Just go forward. You guys are professional athletes. Try to go forward instead of trying to be finesse. You're trying to finesse the defense again.
Yeah.
You got to show some muscle. You got to show some toughness.
3 weeks in a row. 3 weeks in a row. Third and 3 or 3rd and 4. You're calling a running play. You haven't converted any of them. Why are we still attempting the 3rd and 4 run? That's the thing that the Chicago Bears need to understand. You've been in positions where you could sustain a drive, but yet at 3rd and 4, you're so tricky that David Montgomery's going to bust through a hole somewhere. Okay, maybe 1 out of 17 times that happens, but as a whole, when you're trying to move the ball at third and 4, and you haven't look back at your last 8 games. How effective have you been in the last 8 games with your running game at 3rd and 4? You should know right then and there.
Well, because you're not keeping David Montgomery in the fucking game.
No,
when you need those yards.
But this is not where you're getting the yards from. That's my point. You mean to tell me Mooney, Patterson, or Robinson? I don't even give a damn. Jimmy Graham? Jimmy Graham had a great catch. Where's he been since? You mean to tell me none of these guys can run a slant for 4 yards?
Right now, the second. Oh wow, well, this is just terrible to start. I think he might even. He's not. All right, I'm not even going to start with the first play of the second half. The kickoff, the opening kickoff, the Tennessee Titans up kick. They short kick them. That's a smack in the face. That's saying Cordero Patterson is more fucking dangerous than your entire offense that will give you 30. Yeah. Will give you the 30. They think that you can't even get past the fucking 50. That's an embarrassment. You should be insulted right there if you're the Chicago Bears. That is insulting. They know that you can't fucking move the ball. That's embarrassing.
I mean, Bears is the key word in embarrassing. I mean, like it's a Tennessee we know is a tough team. They're a tough, strong, big, physical team. And you're gonna find out now. Like if you're waning now, just wait till the 4th quarter when Derrick Henry starts bashing.
Let me stop you right there. Big play after that. Thank God. Big play to Anthony Miller, your boy, straight up the field like you've been called. Luke has called plenty of time. Luke and I have been back and back. Like we could literally pretty much call the game and how you should attack because it just seems like the plays that they successfully connect with time and time again, Marco. And I'm sorry to keep this. It's just it's like you stray. No. He strays away from it. He stops going there, and that ball was almost intercepted. But he strays away from it. He stops going there. He stops going to the things that work. He doesn't have play calls that you could just put in and say, hey, man, this is going to work.
No, but he does. See, that's the problem. He does have the play calls. It's just that for whatever reason, Miller is not your key guy. Miller running straight is the Chicago Bears' biggest threat of any fucking receiver that they have.
Mooney, no.
I'm telling you, watch.
Darnell's been butt naked. He just can't get the ball because Nick Foles keeps throwing. Nick Foles keeps throwing to the sideline when he's running ass naked up the field. He's free up the field and you're throwing towards the sideline.
Listen, who had a great game last week? Anthony Miller. And this is
about time.
No, I agree. And Anthony Miller was running post routes. He was running outs. All that good stuff. But I'm gonna tell you, Anthony Miller is most dangerous when he is running down the field straight. Don't make him try to do this fancy stuff. Anthony Miller is effective running down the seam, out of the slot, straight down. Because I'll tell you why. Because he's fast, he's got the speed, and if not, your tight end can come underneath. Your wide receiver can run a post underneath him.
You don't have the fucking blocking to do any of that shit.
They do.
So like
roll the pocket.
Keep rolling the pocket. I agree with that, but you got a guy that doesn't. That he's so sporadic. He hits on a few things, and I feel like it's just wandering around in the dark when he's successful with some of these plays, and then all of a sudden he'll stray away from it.
Yeah,
he'll stray away from it.
Oh, that's Nagy ball.
And it's like I don't know who I can compare it to be honest with you, but Trestman.
And now we're entering the second half. Now we discussed this before the game even started. We said, hey, are the Bears going to challenge that that Tennessee secondary? The Bears could not penetrate that secondary on third down. So now you're giving that that secondary a boost in confidence. Like,
and Jamie not even
first half. Yeah, he's not present. I mean, we knew that, Wyatt Ray was going to come into this game.
Mm-hmm.
Robinson was going to come into this game with something to prove. And quite honestly, it was a big shakeup for Tennessee's linebackers. But, hey, it's getting the job done in the first half so far, though. I mean, being up 10-0, Derrick Henry's picking up his run game.
Mm-hmm.
I don't see taking Tennessee taking the foot off the pedal on that one.
No, they shouldn't, and they shouldn't.
Yeah, no,
and they
why
fucking
should you?
shouldn't. You know what? It's just so aggravating when you, like I said, when you hit on something, you got something going with this rolling pocket,
Yeah.
and it just seems like you. Oh wow, is this another false start?
It might be on defense.
Let's give me a second here. I want to hear this play. It might be a false start. Yeah, it's another false start on the offense. Now instead of being 4th and 1 after 2 consecutive false starts, it is now going to be 4th and 11. The Bears look like are they still marching out there? I don't know. They might be punting, but it's a lack of discipline. It's all on Matt Nagy. This is all on Matt Nagy, man. This is all on Matt Nagy. I don't give a shit what anybody says. I don't like. You know what? It's all on him. Period. Point blank. Period. You don't put your players in the best situation to win. You don't fucking adjust. You don't know what the hell you're doing half the time out there. Your play calling goes from here to there within a blink of an eye, and you sit there after every fucking game and throughout the week and just keep telling everything's okay. We just got to connect. We're almost there.
Oh, it's execution.
Bullshit. It's because you're not holding fucking guys accountable. These guys are running rough. These guys don't. These guys look like they don't give a shit right now on offense.
No, it's exactly what you talked about. Exactly what you talked about during the Saints game. They got outcoached. They're getting outcoached every time.
They've been outcoached all fucking season.
Exactly. It's know your personnel. Know what they're good at. Game plan to what the defense. Do you honestly think that people come to play the Bears and say, "Hey, I'm going to let my quarterback sit back there and get his ass whooped by Khalil Mack"? Fuck no, they don't. They fucking move that guy. They're moving him around.
No. He drew up the plays. It's christened. It's a law.
No, fuck.
It's ordained. You know what I'm saying? That's what it is. He wrote the plays. That's why. That's why they should work, Luke, because he wrote the plays.
No, he
Get
didn't.
the hell out of here, dog. Get the hell out of here. You need to go ahead and look at yourself in the mirror. This BU shit, be better, motherfucker. Be better.
Here's the fucking thing. It's BU, but he doesn't want to look at himself in the mirror and be him. He wants to be everybody else. Everybody else on the Chicago Bears team is being themselves. Matt Nagy is not being himself. Matt Nagy, dude, this goes back. You can even quote me.
Yeah.
Since last season when we did this podcast last season, I told you then, Matt Nagy is a fucking fraud.
He is.
He's a fucking fraud.
He is.
He's a great coordinator. Not so much.
He's not even that. He's not even a great coordinator. He barely called the fucking plays in KC. He barely did that. Marshawn Toll. They need more misdirection with the run plays. Yeah, I would agree. But look at the line they have. Look at the line that they have all season. Mm-hmm. Like any misdirection, risk the 3-yard loss.
Yeah.
Risk the 4-yard. Risk the fumble. Risk the fumble. Yeah. Like you're risking so much with these guys.
Right.
It's hard to go ahead. It's hard to go ahead and object and be objective about it. It's hard to go look and say, hey man, there's a silver lining in that offense. It seems to be breaking down every week, and it's getting worse. It's not getting better. It seems like getting worse.
And it's a bad time to be getting worse because you're literally getting ready to get into a heavy divisional play schedule. You can't be having this.
It's next week. It starts next week.
It's going to be.
The Vikings are winning.
Yeah.
The Packers are winning.
Detroit's winning.
You have an opportunity to beat a divisional foe next week. First of all, this game's not over. I'm going to first and foremost say that.
Okay.
They need a big play. They need a bet, right? I mean, your sarcasm is warranted.
Yeah.
But for me, you got to find a way to come back in this fucking game right here, right now. You got to find a way to have some sudden change on that defense. Chuck Pagano, blitz a motherfucker, blitz somebody. Send somebody. They're getting home with the pass rush. They're getting home sometimes when they send the blitz. Keep fucking sending it. Right now, it's just they're going to go right to Derrick Henry. and they're gonna try to wear you out for the knockout.
They are wearing you out.
You have to go.
They
You have
are
to
wearing
go
you
down.
out. They're not trying.
Listen. On defense, you have to fucking risk it. You gotta risk it for the fucking biscuit, man. Because right now you're down 10-0, but your offense ain't
Send
shit.
them.
Your offense ain't shit. Send the dogs. Send them. You have to make something.
Right.
You on defense have to make something, Chuck Pagano. And it just seems like every week Chuck plays a little more timid, and a little more timid, and it's making me pretty much
Have an injury.
have an aneurysm. I'm disgusted. I'm disgusted by this shit.
All right.
It's not worth it.
So let's just say it like this. You're happy. You're not. But guess what? There's a lot of other teams in the league that aren't happy right now. Minnesota's blowing out Detroit 27-10. Oh, man, wow. It just gets ugly. The Chiefs are losing to the Panthers, which that will change.
In a hard could
In like
change
the
it.
next 7 minutes, that's going to change.
That's a team that Matt Nagy wishes he had.
Well, no, that's you're exactly right. That's the team Matt Nagy's calling plays for, but doesn't have the talent. All right, we'll get off of that, though. But the Panthers are going to lose this game. Kansas City's going to come alive. Tyreek Hill's going to go
What's the
crazy.
score?
It's 17-13.
Okay.
But, like I spoke in the pregame, having Christian McCaffrey back means so much more to
that
Panthers
offense,
team that it's not even funny.
Yeah.
The Texans are beating the Jags 2016. We got Duke Johnson, of all people. The Ravens and the Colts, we call it close, 10-7 Colts. We got Broncos Falcons. All of a sudden, the Falcons want to play ball. It's 20-6. Seahawks Bills, which I think we all got wrong. Well, maybe I think somebody might have picked the Bills. Anyway, it's 27-10.
No, we all got it wrong. I just picked it close.
It's
Yeah, I went close on
27-10. Buffalo. Wow.
Bills Mafia, congrats. Whoa, well, finish it off.
Hey,
Finish it off, but
I got this one right, and I'm gonna fucking be like, hell yeah, pat me on my back. The Washington football team is losing to the Giants.
I mean, we kind of figured. Well, what's the score?
It is 20-10.
Okay.
So we're getting there. You know what I mean? Like, it's good. I don't know. I know I picked Ingram to have a big game. I don't see his little stats or whatever, but you know, we're close. It's some upsets this go around. You know what I'm saying? Like those. But I told you, man, Christian McCaffrey. Look, and this is my division. That's why I want to talk about it. And it makes me nervous.
I know it makes you nervous.
It's because
Should make you nervous.
having Christian McCaffrey and Robbie Anderson is a big thing. People, who Robbie Anderson? He ain't nothing. He whatever. He's with the Jets. Whatever. Doesn't fucking matter. I'm telling you, when you have a Christian McCaffrey and they have to respect, because he can catch and he can run, you have to respect that guy, man. You have to. That's going to change your defensive scheme against them. Man, watch out for Carolina. Carolina may be the team on the uptick in the South that nobody saw coming, but everybody's going to feel.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like with Christian McCaffrey, he is going to make. I'm so glad we got that on camera. I'm so glad we got that on camera.
I got it.
It's just beer.
I would say
It's
something
just
else,
beer.
but
It's just beer.
anyway.
Go ahead.
But I would say like that, having Christian McCaffrey back is a massive, massive thing for Carolina. You're going to see Carolina start winning more games. And it's scary for somebody that's in my division. Because, you know, Tampa's that last game.
was
Let me tell you this. I've called out that Tampa team like I never called out a Tampa team at the Tom Brady press conference on
Press
Facebook.
conference?
The press conference.
I like that.
Anyway,
Where's the press conference
dude,
at?
you understand? Dude,
What are those press conferences?
it's over in Gerber. Everybody bring their own bit. But no, but I'm gonna tell you what. I called out that team perfectly. I said you need to be able to run more. You need to be able to stop the run, and Tom Brady has to be more efficient. And I'm not even lying to you. I called you up and told you the Tampa people, they were killing me. my phone would not stop blowing up. They're like, who is this guy that thinks he can come here and talk about Tampa Bay that way? And I'm like, dude, what game are you watching? I never saw so many people come for somebody that was so.
But you're right about it. You're right about it. They need to figure that out.
God.
They need to figure that out. Right now, the Bears need to fucking figure out their offense. Right now, they take over, I believe, at the same spot they've been taking over, around the 30.
Yeah.
Throughout the game.
Well, fourth quarter. They suck in the third.
They suck in the third. Let's see if they can figure out a way to score in the third quarter. I doubt it. Matt Nagy, this is the game where I think you start to be out, like the hot seat's real.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
This is a game where the hot seat's real. If you can't fucking figure it out,
He's done.
No, I believe it too. I believe it too, but he has to lose the fucking game. The game has to end, Luke, before we could just say it's done. But if the game ends and they lose and they can't fucking muster up anything, because right now they got a donut. If they can't muster up any points, man, Nagy, you gotta fucking get out of here, guys. This has been the Basement Monsters podcast, the halftime of the Basement Monsters podcast. We're gonna get to you guys in the post game. From Luke Nettles, I'm Ivan Vargas, and for our special guest Marco Velasquez. This is gonna get ugly. I feel like I have a feeling it could get ugly really, really quick if they don't respond right here, right now. And you know what?
Stay focused on Derrick Henry's run game.
Yeah.
The second half. I feel like that's going to be the.
That's exactly it, Marco.
Every time.
That's exactly it. You try to figure out a way to stop Derrick Henry, but your defense has been on the field way too long. Your offense can't do shit. Guys, we're going to get out of here. We'll be with you guys in the post game after the Bears and the Tennessee Titans. We'll see you then. This has been the Basement Monsters podcast on Sports Zone Chicago.
Captain Insano shows no mercy.
Straight cash, homie.
Hold on to your butts.
I just heard my favorite band is in town. I'd love to get good seats, but everywhere I've looked, the ticket sites have crazy service fees.
Haven't you heard of TixSplits?
Who?
TixSplits. They don't gouge you with crazy fees. The price they advertise is the price you pay, plus a small delivery fee.
Never pay service fees again. Go to TIXBLITZ.com today. TixSplits.com. Guaranteed seats, low prices. That's TixSplits.com. Every ticket, every venue, everywhere.